Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Elena and today's video is going to be a plant haul. It has been 5 months since my last plant haul, and of course I did acquired some plants since, not too many I want to say. I have 19 plants to show you, and some of them actually I did not purchase, they just showed up at my door, but a little bit later on that. I guess let's get started. Plant number 1 right here I have is Genura aurantica, or a purple passion plant. It's also called velvet plant. This plant is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I hope it shows how purple this is. Look at those leaves. It's so velvety and soft and very, very bright purple. It is absolutely beautiful, you guys. I love this thing so much, and I finally found a plant to put in my cute little pot. Next plant I have for you is Scenic macroglossum variegated. It is also called wax ivy. I've been wanting one for quite some time and I finally found one. It is so pretty, you guys. I love how thick and succulent leaves are, and the variegation actually turns bright purple in the light, and it's crazy because it doesn't really receive too much light. It's on my north window in my kitchen and it's getting this purple colored leaves. It's pretty awesome, you guys. There's white variegation also on some newer leaves. I gotta tell you, it's a very fast growing plant. When I got it, it was maybe this short, and now it's actually went all the way around almost twice. Here's the end of the second time looping around. So definitely fast growing plant. I find it very, very easy, and I love the colors of it. I mean, just the stems and everything is bright purple. I don't know if you guys can see how purple the stems are also. Very, very cute. I'm really liking this plant quite a bit. Very, very easy one to care for. Next plant I have here, it's also some kind of Senecio. In my opinion, I don't know if you guys do. Please let me know. Somebody gave me a cutting of this little plant right here. It feels and looks almost same as macroglossus, and it's have really, really beautiful purple back on the leaves. It's pretty awesome. Also very, very thick. It feels literally almost identical to this plant. It's just different shape of leaves at this point. The lighter color leaves right here are the leaves that were growing in my care, and they grew in my grow tent, so they're a little bit lighter in color because I think they were getting too much light. But this what leaves look like usually, so if you guys know what it is, let me know. I would love to make a tag for this little guy. Also, just like the previous one, very easy to care for, growing very well, rooted very, very easily for me. I just basically did soil propagation and it rooted really, really fast. Next plant I have here is some kind of cacti. That's another one I don't really know what it is. I picked it up at the big box store. I just like the shape of it. It's really, really cool, and it's not spiky at all. You know that I don't like spiky cactus. Again, if you guys know what it is, let me know. Love to make a tag for this little guy. Next plant I have for you guys is Euphorbia lucinera. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Very, very pretty plant. I love veining on the leaves, and I also like red stem on this plant. It's very, very cute. Very slow growing plant though, but I do like it. Leaves are very thick and succulent also, and this plant does need a lot of light. So I keep it right here behind me under the grow light. Next plant I want to show you is Scindapsus, you guys. For some reason I'm really obsessed with them, and this one, unfortunately, I don't know exactly what Scindapsus this is. It just says on the tag it's satin potos, Scindapsus pictus. So, but I know Scindapsus have a bunch of different varieties, so I'm not sure what kind this one is. The leaves on this guy is huge. At first I thought it was exotica, but I have exotica right here, and I want to show you the difference in leaves. Leaves are a little bit smaller. I mean, they're still pretty large, but they are a little bit smaller, and I feel like they're shaped a little bit different. They're a little bit more rounded, and this one more pointy. So if you guys know what it is, please let me know. Next plant I have is Christmas cactus, you guys. I know it's a very common plant, and I kind of killed mine and I thought I wasn't gonna buy another one, but then I saw this little guy, and this one actually was variegated. There's not much variegation left. It's just not receiving as much light as it needs to. I think you might see a little bit on those two leaves. So I just thought I still want to have one of these, so I decided to pick it up. Next few plants I want to show you are the ones that you might already have seen if you watch all of my videos, but I decided to include them into this video just in case if you guys are new here and you haven't seen my previous videos yet. Let me show you some of those plants. Here I have my Phylodandrum Gloriosome, and this leaf actually grew in my care, so it's still doing well. It's getting really big, you guys. Next philodendron I have here is Phylodandrum Closeum. I love this guy. This is a leaf that grew in my care, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Another philodendron I have here is Phylodandrum Gloriosome. It's doing very well if you've seen it before. A little update for you. Love this little guy, love the foliage. I love a little bit of red on the leaves. The fuzzy stems are absolutely awesome. And there's a new growth. It's doing pretty well for me also. Very cute. Another plant right here, you might have seen it if you watch all of my videos, but this is also a newer plant to me. This is Calyx network, or also people know as Mosaica. I love this plant. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at those leaves, you guys. They are so cool. And I gotta tell you, out of all of the Calyxias, this is the easiest one to grow. This one does not give me any trouble whatsoever. It's not as dramatic as Calyxias goes. So if you want to have a Calyxia, that's definitely one to go for. And it's constantly growing for me. I don't know if you guys can see. There is a new leaf right here. There's another one right here. And there is another one right over here. So very easy one, very good grower, beautiful foliage, you guys. And I think this is the last plant that you might have seen in one of my videos. I did get myself a giant Hoya Chelsea. It's insane, you guys. It's so big and it's so full. I love it. It's great. It's growing very well for me. The minute I got it, it just keeps on going. It was not hanging over the pot like this when I purchased, but it grew quite a bit. And I like that I have a huge pot of it now. Next plant I have here is Philodendron Brandy, you guys. I honestly seen them for quite some time, and I don't know if they just don't photograph well for me. Every time I would see it online, I never really cared to buy it, but then I saw it in person in a store and I thought this is actually very pretty. I love silver on the leaves. Very pretty philodendron. And this philodendron feels very fragile to me. Very thin leaves on this guy. But it's doing pretty well so far. I haven't even repotted yet, to be honest with you. I do need to. The soil in this pot is just not so good. If you guys like me and never really cared for this plant before, if you see it in person, you'll know what I'm talking about. You might want to pick it up. It's really cute. Next two plants I want to show you guys. Those are the ones that just showed up at my door yesterday, and it just blew my mind. They didn't just mysteriously showed up at my door. I just have a very amazing friend who just so good to me, and I don't know what I did to deserve this, but randomly she does send me packages with absolutely amazing plants. Here's what showed up at my door, you guys. We have a Philodendron Florida Beauty, you guys. I'm still in shock. I'm like afraid to even breathe on this plant. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's still a baby, but it's very healthy, beautiful plant. I am absolutely amazed. I did not expect that in my package whatsoever. Absolutely in love with this guy. And the second one that she put in my package, which absolutely just blew my mind, is Monstera Albo, you guys. I am absolutely speechless. Got this beautiful variegation on it, and I did put this little tag in here hoping it would help to keep it alive. Because I'm terrified to lose this plant, you guys. I never thought I would own a plant like this. In fact, I bought this pot quite some time ago thinking at some point I might, and now I do. So amazed, absolutely beautiful. Thank you, my dear friend. You know who you are. All right, moving on to next plant, and this is Hoya Calyx. Not that I needed another one, you guys, because I already have 2 giant Calyx. But I've decided to pick this one up because I have a feeling this is different from what I have. The leaves on this Calyx much more narrow, and the vines on it a little bit more purple. So I don't know what it is. I guess I'm gonna have to wait for a few years until it blooms to find out, but it's okay. It's a pretty large plant also already. And I do have to repot it into, I think, better soil. So this is Hoya Calyx. Have no idea what kind of cultivar. Next plant I want to show you guys is Lady Palm. I love this plant. I was actually pretty surprised to find her at my favorite plant shop because from what I understand, those are not very easy to find. She's absolutely beautiful, and it's actually very easy to grow, you guys. So far I had no trouble growing it. I do have her for quite some time now, and it grew me 3 fronds already, and there's another one on the way. So love this plant, absolutely beautiful. I do need to repot her at some point because look how tiny this pot is, you guys. And there's giant roots sticking out of it. So I definitely need to repot her into something bigger. And now I only have 2 plants to show you guys, but they are big. They are pretty big. So I'm gonna have to take you to them. Let's go. All right, you guys. This is my next plant, and it's giant. It's called Circoligo capitulata. I will put on the screen also. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I have not heard of it before, but it's pretty large, you guys. It's in a big pot right here. And it's actually blooms this yellow flowers. They're kind of old right now. If I find a photo, I will put it on a screen. And there's baby palms growing at the base. Leaves on this palm are absolutely beautiful, you guys. They are giant. I mean, here's my hand. That's how big they are. Absolutely love this plant. So far, I do find it pretty easy. Very, very cool. All right, here's the last plant, you guys. Check this out. Look at this Dracaena sansevieria. It is absolutely humongous. With the stand, it's about 4 feet tall. When I found this, I could not resist. It is huge and it's beautiful. And if you're wondering what I did with my other one that I had in this corner, it's still right here. And just in comparison, you guys, this is insane. It looks teeny tiny compared to this giant one. And yes, it's still alive. If you guys seen the video, I was rerooting this guy because I had a root rot, and it looks like it's all rooted. It doesn't come out when I tug on it. It's doing pretty well. I will put it in a nicer pot at some point. It's still in my lemon pot, but it's okay. This is the last plant I wanted to show you guys. So these are 19 plants that I acquired in the last 5 months. If you guys know names for some of them, please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.